Still can't. We can't see each other.
Wait.
Does she feel the same about you? Does she get aggy and mad and like fuck this nigga?
Probably. I don't know. She blocked me everywhere.
She blocked.
So
Good riddance.
Son, she made it
one
easy.
of my alt accounts that she still didn't keep the same IG. She's changed her IG name since then for whatever fucking reason. But good. I was like, yeah, now I can really fucking say what I want.
Damn,
That's like where we'll get back to.
son.
I can see somebody saying like, "Yo, I remember your IG being this. I think he's talking about you." So,
Damn. Yo, what if she replies and starts a podcast and comes at you?
let her. She had an idea to do a podcast herself.
Thanks for the promotion, Ma.
Yo, thank you.
Thanks for promoting the song, Ma.
There's no bad, good is still publicity,
It really is.
and she ain't shit. She don't fucking sing.
Yo, this nigga talking all that shit.
It's just some bitch that stands and collects.
Yo, you see what
tickets.
you did? Look, I made a vow. a couple weeks ago. I was like, yo, I wasn't gonna get this nigga lit no more on camera. You said, yo, drink a beer with me. And look what
What's
you
in
did.
this
This nigga,
white
now
claw,
this nigga
nigga?
talking hella shit, B. Look,
Oh, it's 5% alcohol.
Yeah, like
he thought it was just salsas.
it's just tickling.
Nigga, I didn't even eat, man. That's what.
You see, look.
not
Now he's
prepared for
blaming.
this shit.
Look,
I didn't eat. I haven't eaten yet. It's fucking. Look, it's fucking 1:25
yo, you see
in the
this nigga?
afternoon.
Look,
I
I
haven't
told
eaten
you.
yet, man.
I told you.
Straight out of the blue, been acting brand new, been having reservations with no explanations. Texting me less, less conversations. Things haven't been the same between me and you. Different energy, sudden change of chemistry. I was silly to believe that we were meant to be, Show you how it's gonna be. Getting clear to see. You've been switching up on me. Switching up, yeah. You're becoming someone new. You've been acting differently. Switching up on you. Too good to be true. You really had me going. You had me fooled. I see the changes in the way you move. She's overnight, hypocritical and rather rude. Play the game with my emotions. Went through changes. Lost in a maze of transformation. Giving me a different energy, change of chemistry, no sparkle in your eyes. I'm picking up on all your vibes, behind your deadlift to the sky. You've been switching up on me, Becoming someone new. You've been acting different. a blessing. Just can't get enough. No matter the distance, no matter how far, just wanna be where you are. Where you are, where you are, where you are is where I wanna be. Where I wanna be is where you are. Is where I wanna be. Where I wanna be is where you are. Climb a mountain, sail the ocean, swim the seven seas. Climb a mountain, sail the ocean, swim the seven seas. I climb a mountain, sail the ocean, swim the seven seas. I climb a mountain, sail the ocean, swim the seven seas. Where you are is where I wanna be. Where I wanna be is where you are. Where you are, where you are, where you are is where I wanna be. Where I wanna be is where you be. Where I wanna be. Where I wanna be is where you are. It's where I wanna be. It's where I wanna be. It's where you are.
We don't take no
All of a sudden you had flashbacks from your past. All of a sudden you had an epiphany. We weren't meant to last. Decided I fade on your own. Said that we shouldn't date. You needed some time alone. Ruined the friendship through text. Some shit I wouldn't have guessed. Like a cow when it hits straight behind your phone. Yo te odio y me das asco. Nunca volveré a confiar en ti. Tú no vale la pena. No vuelvo más. Me dejaste solito. Verdad dolió un poquito. En tu huevito de amor. Te lo juro, un día tú verás. When you hear this song, you know this song is about it. You know you did me wrong, and I'll be better without it. You fucked up, you fucked up. You're the one to blame. Sleeping with the friend of me. Pathological liar. Strung me along, led me to believe. The feeling was strong, I was so naive. Through all of it, I find so easily. Come we'll find it one day, you'll see. Your words, they cut like a knife. Frozen, your heart is so cold. Razor sharp, they cut me deep. I should've known a little better. Should've known right from the start. Should've been a little bit smarter. I should have protected my heart. Yo te odio y me das asco. Nunca volveré a confiar en ti. Tú no vale la pena. No vuelvo más. Me dejaste solito. Verdad dolió un poquito. En tu jueguito de amor. Te lo juro, un día tú verás. When you hear this song, you know this song is about it. You know you did me wrong, and I'll be better without.
The one and only G out character here.
Hey, yo.
And we have a very special guest with us tonight.
Yep.
Tonight. It's really today, but it's really tonight. So you've seen this man. I love this man for his
Here we
amazing
go.
voice. When I first met this man,
Talk about it.
many years ago in prehistoric times.
We're antiquated.
Yes. And I first heard his voice, and this man almost made me cry.
Oh, come on.
His voice was so
Come on.
You haven't
amazing.
heard the shit- You haven't heard the shit that I've been hearing lately. I've been getting the underground music. Word up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the incredible Seda.
Hand claps.
We gotta get the soundboard, man.
You keep saying that. All you need is give me the sounds. I'll get them.
All right, you want me to get like 30 people here to clap, and then you just like record it?
Actually.
Just get the same sound going like
Leaning
this.
post.
So man, how you been, man?
I've been good. Cheers. How about cheers?
Shit. Wait, let me. Wait, I gotta.
Yes.
Mine. All right.
Right.
Get this ready. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy life. Cheers to life. Happy life.
Facts.
Totally spilled this on myself on camera.
Hey, there you go. See? There you go. Now you're spilling outside the lines.
I'm not alcoholic, by the way. I just wanted to
You
try.
don't know how to drink.
I don't know how to drink.
Amateur.
I'm beyond. I'm under an amateur. I'm a newborn. For real, newborn man. So
You don't drink at all?
no, I'm not
Like,
drinking.
that's crazy that you go out with these females and you don't fucking drink at all.
It's just for them. I go,
But now you
That
have to
ain't-
talk about it. Why? Do you
That-
turn
that
into
ain't-
like...
No, because he wants to get the bitches drunk. And
I don't get them drunk. I get them nice.
Okay.
When they're drunk, like no, you going straight home. I'm not that type of dude that's like once I know you're gone and you're not aware of what you're doing. I'm like, look, time to go home. I'm not messing with that. But if you're a little nice, all right.
Yeah, nice is cool, but messy is
Yes, you
not
know-
fun.
You know, what I mean, I've been around
Oof.
messy chicks where I had to hold their hair as they're like vomiting.
Oh,
on the side of the street.
Jesus.
It's not.
Talk about first date.
You've done it on the first date?
No, it's been like actually it's been almost third dates I've seen that up to
That's still
between the
that's
third
still
dates.
early.
That's still
That's
too
still
early. It's
early.
too early. Like I don't even know if you got a middle name, let alone you're alcoholic and shit. Like what the hell?
Right,
What's
like
the-
reel it
what's
back,
the-
honey.
What's the most turned off thing that a female's ever done that you're like, no.
Oh, this girl. Well, I don't think I ever told you this story. There was one time I was on a date. It was like a cookie spot that was downtown, like on 14th Street.
Okay.
And she's like, "Hey," I thought it sounded cool when she said it out loud, but it looks disgusting when you actually see it. It's like, because she saw I was doing like yo-yo chips. Oh, that's cool. And I was like, "Oh, you have any like special talents and stuff?" She's like, I can make spit curve in the air and catch it back with my mouth."
Oh my.
So
I wonder what went through her mind when you said that.
so she,
Like, was she thinking straight? Was she thinking straight to like, oh, God.
so she while we were
Fucking
walking,
people.
I don't know. She must give good head or some shit.
Let's call her.
She,
Is that the first thing? Is that the first thing you think when she could spit like that?
I was like, yo, she must have great head because she had like a loogie on the side of her mouth. She's building a loogie in her mouth. She spit straight up, and it just like curved. The spit went curve up, and then went back in her mouth like this.
What?
Not like you go straight and just go boom. She went.
She came with tricks? Like what?
She boomeranged the spit in her mouth, and I looked at that, and for a split second, it was like. That shit was fucking sexy.
Yo, y'all niggas are crazy.
But it was like, because the loogie, it wasn't even like white. It was like yellowish.
Right.
So I don't know if she even brushed her teeth. It was probably like golden nuggets on the side. You know,
The plot thickens.
little plaque, like it might have been some plaque that was building in between. I was like, it's not yellow.
Yo, Rich, you a nasty fuck.
So I don't think I ever said this on the podcast.
Well, hey, here we go.
Hey, here you go. Well, but we're not here for me and my fucking.
Who cares? We're here for us. Like, hey, let's talk our shit. Like, let's do it.
How are you, Seda?
I'm chilling. I'm in a creative fucking place finally because I had writer's block. So I'm in a good place. I'm just in a good place.
What caused the writer's block?
What caused the writer's block? I think the uncertainty of like COVID. And it was like 2 years of like after a project and then performing it and then, you know, just like your whole life just happening. Like who doesn't, like life, even though you're creative, there's a lot of life that you're still living in the midst of all of this, you know, promoting it, like whatever. There's a bunch of promoting that you do and things like that. And COVID just struck and wreaked havoc. And then the uncertainty of that. And then it took 2 years for me to kind of just get back into a creative space. And then it just took one song that let me down that path again. One song. And even though I love collabing, I do. No, that's how I got into the music game.
Collabing's awesome.
What do you mean? You were like a backup singer?
Not a backup singer. I think I started doing hooks and covers. Like that was my bag at first.
Okay.
Before I had like my own music to sing and stuff like that. Like I started with collabing and just singing covers, and then that led down to me having my own music, and then I don't know if you guys as creatives just ever gone through like this moment where music really just you felt so over fucking whelmed. Can I curse on here? I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, no, this ain't
I'm not monetized, I don't give a
PG-13.
shit.
This
All
nigga
right,
talks
well,
about getting his
no, I'm
fucking
just trying to make
asshole
sure,
licked and
'cause
shit.
When the
Sometimes
monetize
my
happens,
mouth-
we gotta start
My
watching.
mouth
what
is a
we
little
say.
potty sometimes. My mouth is a little potty.
we're not-
Nah,
on
B,
YouTube.
yeah,
I know I
nah,
seem
nah,
like
fuck
an
that.
angel, but I'm really
Yo,
not.
listen. You can say whatever the fuck you want at this point.
Right, let's get that out the way
Like,
because I know I might drop a few f-bombs and I'm
Nah,
like,
you're
No, no,
good. You're
for the-
good.
I don't want to
you're
say
good.
that eighth one in. Like, oh
Nah,
shit.
you're good. You're more than good. Word out. You're more than good.
After, if you're part of the YouTube partner program, you just can't curse for the first 30 seconds of your video, and you still get monetized. You can go
There you
fucking
go.
off after 30 seconds. So, trick for
I also
everybody
have
out there.
to-
If you want to, you say you can't curse.
Look
you
at that,
can.
dropping knowledge for y'all.
I also watch myself because I perform for a lot of like kids events and charities and things like that too. I do. So it's just like
You
I
don't
gotta
think,
watch
but
myself.
at the same time, anything that we're saying, it's not like they haven't seen it on the Discovery Channel.
I mean,
and then
TikTok
at the
alone.
same time, yeah, TikTok, like they see it. I would rather me know that my hero got some stains on him than think that my hero is like the end all be all and shit. He never
Yeah.
makes mistakes.
Yeah, trying to be something
You see
he
these
isn't.
religious people, they think Jesus Christ is perfect and shit. Like, what's
No,
wrong
he was
with
a
you?
fuck up.
Hey.
Who isn't?
Look at the old. And the people always say in the Old Testament, before there was a New Testament, Jesus was like a little piece of shit. Like he was like robbing, he was stealing, he was making fun of people who were like disabled, like people he found better than him. Yo, if you really if you truly read the Bible and follow all that
the
shit,
first time I've ever heard those words uttered with after talking about Jesus.
like nobody. It goes to show like nobody's perfect, not even Jesus Christ.
mean-
but the people put him on a pedestal like he was the greatest thing on earth.
No,
Yes,
you know what it is that us as human beings, in my opinion, we strive for perfection. When you make a song, when you do a yo-yo trick,
That's a whole fact.
we strive for perfection.
It's true.
So if we ever had to have an image to look up to, it would be that one, a perfect one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's true.
it's comical. It's comical though. Nobody can be perfect,
Nobody.
no, nobody.
It's impossible.
very impossible.
bro.
Because we're put into too many like challenging like life tests us. Does it not?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
In different ways. You could be the happiest of all happy, but we're always tested. Whether it's personally, globally, we're always being tested no matter what. Day to day. And you can just sometimes just hit a wall as a person. You could think you happy, and then all of a sudden wake up one day like, where the fuck am I? What happened? How did one day from happy turn into depression? Like, you know what I mean? Like, suppression. That's
Speaking
all
of
suppression.
tests too, like we talked through the week. This week you had a personal test. This week
had-
you went
I
through
did.
you went
did.
through a jungle of what should I do? Walking with that bitch with a machete, like
I did. I think, and the moral for me that I learned from that story is sometimes don't run, address. And then if you don't get what you want out of addressing it, then you know what? Make the decision that's best for you. Because I normally sometimes just get so overwhelmed because, with working and just people that need you and things like that, you just you can spread yourself too thin sometimes.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you just have to sit back and be selfish and make decisions for yourself because at the end of the day, if you're not happy, you can't make nobody else happy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. Nobody else around you is ever gonna be happy if you yourself ain't happy, and they're relying on you for some bit of happiness, even though that's already kind of a shit show if you're depending on someone else to make you happy. So
yeah, you're setting yourself up for failure, so
Completely.
to speak.
Completely.
Like you have to make you happy before
Yeah,
you're
your
allowed to
happiness-
make anybody else happy.
your happiness does not derive on someone else ever. I learned that the hard way. I learned not that I've ever like relied on someone for happiness, but I feel like I've been kind of like I used to be not try to be politically correct, but it was just like I was always trying to be like do things perfectly, and then that just makes you hit a wall eventually because eventually you're like, wait a minute, I'm a fucking person. Like I'm a whole person that has many different layers and things like that. So
But we're programmed not to be people.
yeah, you know what? You said it right.
We're programmed.
And I ain't trying to make this deep and like, woe is me.
Nah,
but
go.
No,
you know,
go the
like
fuck
you
out,
know,
man.
it's just
It's the truth though. We're programmed.
it's life
not
shit.
to be
I do love having conversations where they're based on real things. Like you know what I mean? Because if I can have a takeaway from maybe your experience, and vice versa, then you know what? Then that means it's gonna also translate to everybody else watching. So hey,
Facts. So, what are the origins of you? Like, how'd you get into the whole musical spirit?
To the
I always
whole
wanted
music. Honestly, music has always been my best friend. It's always been my best friend. Like those lonely moments, it was always music. So that's if you wanted a podcast of me talking about that, oh child, I'll give you a whole arsenal of that. No, but yeah, music has always been like when things have gone awry, or music has just always been a constant fixture. It's just always been there, no matter what. Like, you know what I mean? I have my favorite artists, but it's just music. I go to music. I love new music, people I've never heard. You know what I mean? I think I look for an emotion. I think that's what it is. That's why for me, music is all about people talking their shit and being real on a track. Like, you know? So it's just like a Band-Aid. It's been Band-Aid at times. It's been a friend. It's been comfort. It's been healing. It's been... Now, as a creative, it's become overwhelming.
Because now you're in it.
Because now I'm in it.
Now you're in it.
And now there's an expectation, and I try and not live my life with expectations, but you can't help it once there's already people who like what you do and support what you do. You know what I mean? So now here goes that expectation of, damn, I don't want to let these people down. And whereas when you first starting and you're green, there is no expectation other than, oh, I'm just enjoying this, and you're learning. Even though I feel like I'm always a student of music, so I feel like I'm always taking from, or not taking, but being inspired by. But yeah, I just feel like I can't imagine my life without it. Even if I wasn't doing it, I think for the public or whatever, I think I would still be creating music
For yourself.
for myself.
Like, I imagine
It's
that
an outlet.
DJs do that. You know, I imagine that DJs sit there and they're at home, they got their turntables. Yeah, they sit there and...
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Some songs are easier to create than others. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to talk my shit. Sometimes I just want to do like a fun little number or whatnot. And because to create a song sometimes where you're really... And the songs that I like, it's like a wound. It's like you're opening a wound. You know what I mean? Like the types of songs I like to create. It's like opening a wound, and once you've opened that wound and you've expressed yourself, you feel so open and vulnerable and cut open.
Yeah, like I make the page bleed to see the feeling you get.
Man. Like,
You know, like that as an artist though, like even the people that make fucking like that turn up music, or people that make the dance music,
Yeah.
you know, as an artist, in my opinion, you're expressing yourself regardless, even if it is on a turn up or a dance or no, that's pain. You know, most of these songs are talking about love. They're talking about
pretty
love.
much.
They're talking about like.
I mean, they're just masking the pain with love, maybe.
pretty much.
But I mean, but that's what you're supposed to do, though. You're supposed to mask pain with love, though. If not with anything else, don't mask it with drugs, alcohol, or abuse. You know, you mask it with love. And hopefully you can penetrate past that masking and actually fall in love with something. Namely, yourself first.
That's important.
With a hope, though, B, because it don't always happen-ish.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate themselves, and this COVID-19 sitting at home with your ugly ass other that you had to look at, and she's fat and overweight, bitch don't want to work out. You sitting
There's
there
a
with
lot
your
of
man that
divorces
don't.
this
Yo, you
last year.
realize that your man did it. Yo, nigga, why you don't shower for 2 days?
It's either you made it or you didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, you realize a lot of things during this fucking COVID shit, be like. But the problem is, you broke. You can't afford divorce, so you gotta keep the fat bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this shit is crazy, son. This shit is
You
crazy.
gotta keep the fat bitch.
Oh.
My bad, y'all. I'll be
No,
out
who
there.
cares? Like,
I'm a
it is what it
UFO,
is.
nigga.
You're saying what some people probably are thinking. So
Nah, but it's true though. You know, like, why be unhappy? Whether it be work, whether it be the person you live with, or whether it be within your music.
yeah.
Why be unhappy? You know, maybe you can't be the fucking end or be all like the best. You can't put thousands of dollars into your promotion but you can do the best that you can. You can make sure you're at the studio. You can make sure you put in that verse. You wrote that verse the best that you can. You can make sure that you did see the song through as best as you could at the time that you could.
Yep.
Because we don't have like all the tools deemed necessary to do the greatest things. So we got to take advantage of what we do have.
I agree with that.
You know, and people need to stop being so sheltered in themselves and let other people in. You know, like gods don't last forever. You know, gods don't last forever. So
I don't
they
think
gotta
anything
pass
does.
the torch.
I don't think anything lasts forever. That's why you have to appreciate it while you got it.
Plastic lasts pretty long though. Shit.
Oh yeah, you could live for like thousands of years and shit.
Shit.
But I mean, even then, eventually plastic got to stop. being plastic.
You've been on a music stride lately.
I have, yeah.
Yes, I've always admired.
Where's this coming
Thank
from?
you. I think it was time to get back in the ring. I think 2 years or nearly 3 years, because it's been 3 years this November coming up, that it's been since my last project.
Okay.
I've toyed with little things here and there, but a full-length project,
What was your last project called?
Wonder Child. It was like a tribute to that younger kid because, music, I remember music in my life since the age of 2, and then, hearing the stories from, like, family. They're like, oh, yeah, you used to fall asleep behind the speaker. Like, that's how connected I've been to music since, like, the age of 2. I've always been, like, just drawn to it, like a moth to a flame. Like,
Have you ever done a song? I don't know if I've been through so much in your discography, but I always wonder, have you ever done like a ballad? Like a ballad with just piano?
I've probably covered one like that, but not created. No, I haven't created one like that. No.
I always felt like your voice was like perfect for like that.
I tell him he's the
ballad.
Puerto Rican Sam. He's like for me, because the more I get into his music and the deeper he digs, is the more other people feel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's exactly what has been portrayed like with the greats through music.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's anybody I could compare him to, you know what I mean? Like just the way he brings his sound and his pain. Because I feel like you still got like a nice road to walk.
I do, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think I've seized everything that or been able to fulfill everything I want to do with music. Oh no, I feel like I said, I still feel like a student.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel like I'm learning. I'm just coloring outside the lines, learning what I can, trying what I like, trying what I don't like, and in that, I think I will fine tune it all. You know what I mean? And in that, I'm gonna enjoy the process.
How far how much do you let your life influence your music? As far as like, do you say names? Do you point out specific times?
No.
You stray away from that depth?
You know what it is when my music is like, even though I'm talking about things I know, because I only talk about stuff I know, things or maybe conversations that I've had with people that I know, because some things, conversations spark my songs too, not just, and then I infuse, it may be maybe your experience, then I infuse my own related kind of like things to it or whatnot, but I don't mention names, I don't mention specific little things, because I feel like I want people to take their own interpretation of the song as well, even though I'm speaking and a lot of it is kind of, you can tell what I'm talking about, but I still want everybody to walk away and make that song. I want to tailor make it for them, like for them to just take it away and relate it to their own lives, basically.
Has anybody ever asked you if a song was about them?
Yes.
Did you admit to it?
Yes.
Did they feel a certain way about it?
Yes. I actually wrote one specific song for anybody listening that knows the song Didn't Mean about a specific person, and I sent it to them before it was released and everything. So, and I don't do stuff like that.
Wait, you gave him the benefit of the doubt.
You gave him a heads up.
Wow.
Not that. I just wanted. It was like a specific situation where there was a wedding involved, and I knew that I recorded the song on their wedding day.
Okay.
Right.
So the stars are lining.
And with the way, you know how I know it was meant to be? You know how I know it was
Spicy.
meant to be for that to happen? One, it was meant for me to completely just expunge that situation.
Yes.
And two, I think with my engineer, it's never a situation where I'll be like, hey, you available today? No, it's like, I always have to book my sessions months in advance, weeks in advance. So it's like the fact that that day was the day he gave me specifically to record this next song. It just, everything aligned itself. I think I was meant to completely just get over and keep moving, keep my journey, wasn't done, just keep walking. Like, you know what I mean? You were able to express yourself on a song and lay it thick and just, like, here we go. Like, you're just let that shit go. Because holding on to shit is only holding you back. You know what I mean? So, and luckily people are loving that song or have loved that song. So, and I didn't really promote it as much. So people who tell me, hey, I really love this song, they're finding it on their own. From like other songs that I am promoting.
Organically.
So, right. From other songs that I have promoted and, sung live. I've never even sung the song live. Because I feel like I won't be able to replicate that same emotion that I did, considering it was on the wedding day. Like, it was like everything was meant to happen that specific day.
You know what you do? You call them. You call the name right before you before you're gonna go perform. You call, yo. I just gotta hear your voice real quick. Just say something to me. And then you go perform. And there you go with that energy, that battery in your back. You feel me? Like, I know what it is to write songs that you'll never get back.
Yeah.
I think that's the worst thing in the world, to write a song that you'll never get back. Once it's out, once it's on wax, once it's delivered, even if you never put it out, you're never going to get it back.
Yeah.
You put that emotions out, you set it out there.
I do love that song. And when I listen to it, I don't get like, oh, yeah.
That one might have been all right for you, but like deeper ones, like you've given me songs talking about your losses.
Yes, that's the next single.
When you see, that's why I don't want to do too much.
No,
but
it's fine.
You give me those songs, and you made me cry in my studio. I'm sitting there crying, sitting there like fuck.
Because I try and write my songs from a relatable place. I don't want to write about songs that people, from situations that people like us can relate to. Like, because then what's the point? Like, I want my music to have a purpose or serve a purpose, regardless of what it is. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I love turn up music. I love all that stuff. But what I do, my wheelhouse is like. And it serves as an outlet for me. So I know that to go to music, I have to, even if I condense it, filter it, whatever, and you're not getting like the complete wound, all of my songs are honest.
It's layers though. You
Yeah,
you have to peel
honest.
back the layers for yourself in order for you to give the layers to anybody else. You're gonna,
yeah,
you gotta peel these layers back, bro, because, all right, I had this conversation before. You know when you're talking to somebody on the phone? It's only so long before you want to see them.
Yeah.
And then it's only so long before you want to be around them. All right, talking on the phone with somebody is just like opening a womb. There's layers to peel back, right? And I think it's the same way writing music. I don't want to repeat the same thing that I said on the last song.
No.
So I got to find a way to get deeper on this one. In order to get deeper, I got to say some more prerogative or deeper shit or something that relates that may not be okay for me, but that's the challenge of it all. The challenge is to meet what's not okay with you and that makes you cringe.
Yeah.
And to put it out.
Yeah.
Like, it's not always okay to be fucking talking shit and say whatever we want in front of a camera, yo-yos. But we do that shit anyway, nigga.
My next album, I talk about somebody personally that did me wrong.
What about?
It was a situation.
Since y'all putting me on the spot.
No, of course, this is what we do.
I mean, that's what I'm doing too. Like, there was a specific person that did me so dirty that, like, I literally thought about, like, wanting to kill her.
Wow.
Wanted to kill her.
Her.
Yo, this nigga crazy. Niggas usually want to kill themselves over a bitch. This nigga said, no, I want to kill her.
No.
Yo,
But,
this
like,
nigga crazy.
It was just, I
I'm cutting this out.
There was so much emotion at that point in time that I just kept
You're making
writing.
this. Yo, you get mad at me when I make you accessory. You're
Yes.
making me an accessory right now, nigga.
Like, I name dropped. But I didn't say her actual name. Like, I said her Instagram name.
Oh, wow.
Nigga, that's
Since
worse.
then, but fortunately,
That's
since,
specific.
Yep, it's that specific.
You called somebody out.
and it was in the hook. I said the whole timeline of why am I pissed off at her, and all the way to the point where I was like, yo, you even got my father fucked up about it. That's how bad it got in the song. Like, I'll play it for you right after the.
Please,
podcast.
please,
It's a
please.
specific person. You may actually know this person. You might be.
Really?
Uh-oh.
And
And the
the
plot
plot
thickens.
thickens.
I love this shit.
Just saying, I'm a very emotional man. I'm super sensitive to a lot of shit.
I'm a very emotional man. Yo, that's my nigga. Yo, that's my nigga. Yo, ain't nothing
It's
wrong
good that
being
you can sit
emotional.
here and
Man.
laugh about it right now. Because see, look, you were able to emote it and let that shit go.
Absolutely.
We can't see each other.
I
Wait.
get that.
Does she feel the same about you? Does she get aggy and mad and like, fuck this nigga?
Probably. I don't know. She blocked me everywhere.
She blocked.
So I get
Good riddance.
Yeah, son,
I
she
make
made
sure
it
one
easy.
of my alter accounts that she still didn't keep the same IG. She's changed her IG name since then for whatever fucking reason. But good. I was like, yeah, now I can really fucking say what I want.
Damn,
That's like where we'll get back to.
son.
I can see somebody saying like, yo, I remember your IG being this. I think he's talking about you. So
Damn. Yo, what if she replies and starts a podcast and comes at you?
let her. She had an idea to do a podcast herself.
Thanks for the promotion, Ma.
Yo, thank you.
Thanks for promoting the song, Ma.
There's no bad, good is still publicity.
It really is.
And she ain't shit. She don't fucking sing.
Yo, this nigga talking all that shit.
It's just some bitch that stands and collects.
Yo, you see what
tickets.
you did? Look, I made a vow. A couple weeks ago. I was like, yo, I wasn't gonna get this nigga lit no more on camera. You said, yo, drink a beer with me. And look what
What's
you
in
did.
this
This nigga,
white
now this
claw,
nigga
nigga?
talking hella shit, B. Look,
Oh, it's 5% alcohol.
Yeah, like
he thought it was just salsas.
it's just tickling.
Nigga, I didn't
you.
even eat, man. That's what.
You see, look.
not
Now he's
prepared for
blaming.
this shit.
Look,
I didn't eat. I haven't eaten yet. It's fucking. Look, it's fucking 1:25
yo, you see
in the
this nigga?
afternoon.
Look, I
haven't
told
eaten
you.
yet, man.
I told
This
you.
was an actual seltzer. It's a hard seltzer.
Yes, it's hard. I didn't think it was this hard. It's pretty much drinking a beer. This is like a beer. I'm a weak motherfucker. If you really know me, I'm fucked off one shot. It could be the weakest, like tequila, rum, whatever the fuck. I'll feel that shit right away. Especially if I haven't eaten. I'm a light drinker.
I get that.
It could be 0%. It could be 0.1% alcohol, and I'll still feel it. That's how weak I am.
As he
Got me
keeps
fucked
drinking.
up,
Yo,
man.
you
Look,
see
I'm
right
gonna
as he
do
keeps
this
drinking.
Look what
Like,
I
yo,
done
what the fuck, man?
started.
Anyway, we're here for you, man. Why the fuck we talking
Look,
about
look,
me?
look.
Us, it's a conversation, which I love. These are my favorites.
Like, I want to know you too, man. Like,
What's
you come in
up?
here with
What's
the
up?
drip. You got the fucking ripped jeans and shit. You got the Friends logo, man.
I mean, listen, I like
do
to
look
look
good on camera,
good,
though.
so
You
I
look
feel good. Thank you. I like to look good so that I feel, you
Fucking
feel
hair
good
with
too.
my bald ass in this bitch.
Hey, I heard Patrick
Patrick.
Patrick David something. I forget his name. Patrick David something. He was speaking. Stop humming. He was speaking about. You're humming. He was speaking about. 20 rules that men should follow, and a couple of the rules I've broken. To be honest, like one of the rules you said, don't ever get with your man's friend. Don't ever get with your
You
with
broke
your
that
friend's
one?
girl. Broke that one before. But the other rules I was pretty good on, like hygiene. So for men, hygiene is a big deal. Don't think because you hit a shower up for 5 minutes that you're good. You need to sit there, 10 minutes, scrub yourself, make yourself smell good, feel good. Use lotions, use cologne. You use all these things as men. Make sure that you keep, no matter what goes on, your priorities in order. Things are gonna happen, but you're gonna have to always not be emotional about them.
This is a service announcement. Please and thank you.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Always. Hygiene is important.
Hygiene is a super
For
big
everybody.
deal, for everybody.
Man, woman.
Don't be a
like,
stinky motherfucker. Don't be
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, but see,
What
but some people-
professionalism? There's
Some
no
people, can't help,
professionalism.
some people can't help it though. Some people can't help their bad hygiene.
Like, come on, you smell your ass smelling nasty. You smell your breath smelling nasty. Like,
Look, I've been to open
You
mics
smell-
and
you
when
taste
people,
that.
I've
Like,
been to open mics
get
and
outta
people
here.
talk to me and you smell the mic. I'm like niggas don't brush their teeth before they fucking.
That's what I'm
Nah,
saying.
but that's gonna be my new shit.
Yeah, like,
bring my
you
own
can
microphone.
taste your bad
I'll get
breath.
I'll
Like,
get a
stop
cover
playing.
or get like a mic cleaner. Like, yo,
Yeah,
okay,
like,
no,
don't put me in the position to
We-
tell you that you have bad breath when you can taste that shit.
Like, you want some gum before we talk?
Yo, and that's an awkward conversation too because like
It is.
Like I've dated women that got hella breath, and I'll be like, "Yo, you want a piece of gum?" And they'd be like, "No," and I'm like, "Why?" Like, why
Why you
don't you
asking
want a
me?
piece of gum? You don't smell your breath smelling like ass? And then they want to kiss you. They want to go.
Leave me alone.
Even if you don't taste the bad breath, you should still want good breath regardless.
Yes.
Right? Give me the
So
gum.
if somebody's giving you
Give
a
me the
gum,
fucking gum.
Take
Take
it.
the fucking
What's
gum.
the worst that can happen? Your
wrong
breath
with
is gonna be that much better? Like,
It's like it's not necessarily. I'm not
It's not a
insulting
bad
you.
thing.
I'm not insulting you.
Right, it's not an
I might have
e-pill.
bad breath. That's why I put gum in my mouth.
yeah, it's not an e-pill. Like,
Although,
Oh my. So
if you bring the triple stacks back, the good ones though, that might be different. It might be popping them shits like Tic Tacs, yo.
oh my god.
Ah.
I know you wanted to talk about this too, so I wanted to get it out of the way.
What's
You want to
up?
talk
What's
about
up?
the state of music right now?
Heck, let's talk about it.
I know that's like very dear. So what's it
It
to you?
is. I just feel like music has lost its the impact of it all. I think that, and I don't mean impact like, again, it's because when I think of music, I think about what it's done for me.
Okay.
And I think about the authenticity that it used to have, like specifically an era like the 90s. You know what I mean? Which is an era that a lot of people are sampling these days. But I don't feel like the music from today. Yeah, you have to literally dig for those artists.
Yep.
But those artists that have authenticity. Sorry, tongue twister. They're not being promoted. Like, look at a J. Cole, for instance. Like, he's a modern day rapper, right? But he's not being promoted like a Little Uzi or Little Durk, right? That's his name.
Yep.
Like
Well,
stuff like that.
That's. I agree with you on the machine. It does suck, but then
This nigga
he
rapped in
makes so much
Crocs.
airwaves. He makes so much airwaves, man. Like he don't need to be promoted like that, and he still gets the same amount of like.
The same amount of love and engagement. Like this artist that gets so much
don't-
push and they can't even have a sold out tour, but J. Cole can.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And I only mention him because I'm just like his music is just so.
No, you're absolutely right,
It's
though.
just
He don't get the-
authentic. It's raw.
They don't put him in the
He
Kings
does,
list.
right. He doesn't get the light that he deserves or the push that he deserves. Because people do respect him, but it's all quiet love. It's all like it's not really like he doesn't get his parade basically, and he deserves his parade.
You think R&B's dead?
No, I think pop stole from it.
Pop stole from it.
Yeah, pop is
Pop
R&B.
Pop is a thief.
Pop is not even a genre.
Pop-
You know what I
Pop-
mean?
Pop-
Pop is
Pop
everything
is what's
put together.
popular, meaning
Yeah,
R&B
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
dead.
yeah.
R&B is still very popular.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
there's a new face to it.
Do you think? Have you ever thought of tapping into a neo soul?
I actually love neo soul.
Like, have you ever thought of singing it for yourself?
Like some music soul child.
I've
for you?
had like a few like songs that I couldn't finish, but that I started to, and I think that those songs are authentic. I think those songs require you to be complete. I don't know. There's just a different way you attack those songs.
Yeah,
I'm not
completely
finished
different.
Like I just recently finished writing my first sex song. I've never touched sex. I've always talked about like
what's it called?
emotions or things like that.
What's it called?
It's called Heat. It's just called simply Heat. Because in that moment, that's all I wanted, and that's what I wanted to convey in the song. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that was the shit that we talked about, right?
yeah. Because I'm a single man, and in the single man world, you want heat.
Can I give him background how this came
Let's
about?
go. Let's go.
Beat. So,
Okay.
So me and the nigga I think we were supposed to chill on a Friday, but then he hit me up on a Wednesday. He was like, "Yo, B, I got plans for Friday." And he's like, "Listen, we all dudes. I got some shit to do."
Yes.
And I was like, "I got you. Yo, make sure while you doing it though, when you done with it, you write a fucking song. You fucking put it like, give all that." Yo, on Sunday, he hit me talking about, "Yo, B, can I come record?" I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I got a song." I was like, "No, he got a song."
That's a whole fact.
Yo,
That's a
that
whole
was
fact.
fucking awesome the way it came together.
That's a
He
whole
came,
fact.
recorded
He
it.
put the battery in my back, and
Yo,
there you go.
son, that's what I'm talking about.
I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, like it's the first song of its kind for me.
And that's amazing too,
Yeah.
because you consider yourself a sexual person, right?
Hell yeah.
So
You hear this man's energy, man?
but my thing is that you see where we keep our sex. I consider myself a sexual person too, but we keep our sex sheltered,
Yeah.
in some sense.
Yeah.
Ever since I started turning this fucking camera on, I decided not to be sheltered with the sex. Like, fuck it, here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Feel me? So like with you musically, like I said about the layers, you just that layer was
Peeling
there.
them.
Now you're peeling that one back. Now your first song is Heat. Imagine
Yeah.
the next one. You
Yeah.
know, imagine because it can't be like the first one.
No, it cannot.
You know, you're on a peeling back those layers.
Right.
Same thing about the song that made me cry. Peeling back those layers, bro. Like,
Right, the next one might not be so much more direct. It might be more innuendo. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. So
innuendo. What a word.
This man has a high wall.
Fucking love it.
He's like a high I have nothing type of feel when I hear him. From Whitney Houston. He gives, he gives me that damn like.
well, see, those are the artists that I respect, I love, I still listen to, I still give their flowers to. You know what I mean?
course.
Give me artists that sing. But since we're talking about music, let's talk. I respect artists that write. That's why she isn't one of my favorites.
Want another one, Rich?
No, I'm good.
Don't-
Fucking tip.
She, unfortunately, and I'm not coming for anybody, so
Get
please,
on.
yes. So please don't unfollow me. If,
Don't want to
if
follow
I
me.
still have more in there though.
Just drink it,
Yeah,
son.
yeah.
Finish it, I get you a nice cold one. Listen, I don't get nobody drunk on this podcast.
Yes, he does. I'm fucking tipsy right now. Off that one goddamn. Because I feel like my eyes about to pop out my head. That's how I know I'm tipsy.
Yo, he's a dick.
No, I call. You know what it is, Rich?
You want lemon mango?
Whichever. I don't give a fuck.
Give me my sensitive, my nigga.
Yo, give water.
For me, like I feel like artists. Whitney Houston didn't write a
was the
song
other
a
one.
day in her life. Did you know that?
What?
Never wrote a song a day in her life.
Oh yeah, yeah. Other people wrote for her.
But none of
Frank
her
Sinatra
songs.
didn't either.
Not one song
Who?
that
What?
she's written.
Frank Sinatra
Look at
Frank
that.
Sinatra never wrote a song either?
never wrote a song.
Look at that.
Never knew that. Shit.
See, and that was my only thing with Whitney where I couldn't connect because I don't feel like we were listening or feeling her her in her own words.
Well,
Yeah.
well, 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 well,
That's
well,
how she got
well,
booed
well.
off Soul Train because of shit like that.
Because right.
Well,
Nobody
well,
couldn't connect with her.
Well. What's not connecting with her though? Like, she sung songs. She sung. I have nothing. No, I think
he's a Whitney fan.
I think she sung songs that were so
They were
not in a
amazing.
bad way. No, they were generic. Everybody can relate
Oh,
to
absolutely.
them. You know, like even if she wasn't going, well, you want her to sing about her addiction? You know, really, I don't know if I would have wanted a taint like that on my career if I was a Whitney, knowing that my whole career was boosting human beings and boosting people. Yeah, what I feel inside just might be too dark. It might be too deep. And there might not be no true way to expose it and unleash it over sounds and music for people to truly understand me without putting a taint.
That also could have been the cause of her unhappiness, not being able to...
Her killing herself.
There you go.
Being with Bobby Brown.
It probably... I'm not saying you have to write your whole song, but infuse your energy into it somehow other than just singing it. There has to, like...
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, you know,
still-
in 2022 or 2021, it would have been different because look at Billie Eilish. Look at all the mental stuff that Billie Eilish be going through, right?
Mind
And I
you,
got a 10-year-old that tells me it. Like,
And she's pretty much an industry plant.
No,
be
she-
honest.
100%.
but my point to you is that industry plan, what they do is they allow other people to come out with their truths. So Whitney, she might have been an industry plan in 2021, but if she was allowed to get more in depth because of this woke era we live in and not be judged so much, maybe she would have got that help she needed through music and otherwise for expressing it. You know, back in the 80s and 90s, you couldn't be a homosexual. You couldn't be afraid. You had to be a man's man.
did.
Women couldn't work. You couldn't make more than. There was so many stereotypes
more
when Whitney
rigid,
was coming
yeah.
up that you had to keep that shit held in. You couldn't let nobody know you get this close to me. Like, her pain is real, but in 2021, it'd be either oversaturated or it'd be embraced and accepted.
Well,
Yeah, I think that's why I respected more artists, like, and people give her flack, but because for me, my favorite artists are like Mark Anthony, Mariah Carey. Those are my two. Those are like my two that if I ever got to work with them, I'd be like, I'm done. This is it. I did exactly what I want to do, but then they say don't meet your idols. So
Nah, the idols become your rivals.
Yeah, that happened to me when I met Joyner Lucas. He was
Yeah.
not a
Yo,
very
look
good
at this
actor.
shit.
That shit fucking hurt my soul to the core meeting that motherfucking man.
Talk about it. Go.
yes,
To make a
please.
long story short, he did a show at SOBs, and after the show, he had a meet and greet.
You know why he was a dick, right? Because he was at SOBs. Go.
He's just a dick overall. And at the meet and greet, I told him, you only get one chance to meet your idols. I was wondering if I could do a yo-yo trick for you. And then like his whole demeanor was like he gave me a face like this. And he went, what the fuck is a yo-yo trick? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna show you the trick. So I did the trick. I did the most bullshit trick because like after he said like that shit, I was just like so
Yeah.
deflated.
You got
from
discouraged?
it. I got so discouraged, and I did it. And he wasn't even like looking at it. He was looking off to the side and shit. And then after I finished the trick, he was like, "Oh wow, that was the greatest yo trick I ever seen." and then like I was supposed to get like a CD that was signed by him, and you see like a guy behind him going like pointed at the door that I had to like leave.
Wow.
It was the worst experience ever. So Jordan Lucas, fuck you for that.
Oh, this is definitely
Wow.
getting clipped
I mean,
up.
I did
Like he
meet-
great musician. Like I admire the music. Like I'll never deny that he has.
But you're an asshole.
You're a fucking as a person. You're an asshole. As an artist, you're great. But fuck you.
See, I've never met
Fuck Massachusetts.
Mark, but I didn't meet Mariah either. But I was like that far from her, as far
Okay,
as you
okay.
are right now. I was invited because I sang in a contest where you fuse your voice with their song.
Okay.
Like you
That's
sing with
awesome.
them, and it was like this popularity contest because it wasn't like a competition
Of
based
course
on
not.
talent.
Of course, it wasn't. No.
However, I ended up in 10th place. And I guess she might have seen it or her camp. I don't know who did. And she still chose me as the runner up, and I was number 10.
That's dope.
So I got like free tickets to go see her at like this private event. And it was like below 5 degrees here in New York. It was at the top of this place called 230 Rooftop where it like faces
I know that spot.
the Empire State Building. She was
Yep.
doing like a performance. there, and she was so nice to everybody. Like she knew it was cold. She sent everybody like teas.
That's
and
dope.
She sent everybody food.
That's dope.
And people think she's like this diva or whatever. And you know what I mean? Like who would do something like that? Not a lot of people would do stuff like
That's
that.
just
I mean,
on camera. You portray something on
and
camera.
that, right,
The
and that
cameras
was
are turned
off
on.
camera, and that right.
When you're off camera, you're a totally different person.
Right. No one would have ever known that had I just said that right now. You know? So
Yeah, no, because like I met Mos Def, you know, like God bless the dead. My uncle, he used to drive coach buses, so he would drive them to like you know the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival and you know things like that. So I would meet actors and I would meet people and I met DMX, the Locks, Mos Def, and Talib Kweli. Out of all the people I just named, Mos Def is the most asshole person.
Really?
Yo, like he came off stage. Maybe he came because he came
Mos
off
Def?
stage, but he came on stage and like, you know, Talib Kweli said what up. He was like, hey, what up? Give me
Wow.
love. Most Def, bro.
wow.
He looked at me like this, man, and then he kept walking. Fucking guy. Yeah.
He gave you a dirty
I'm
look.
very
Yo,
surprised.
yeah, he just looked down at me and kept it walking. Just kept it pushing. Just
I'm very surprised.
I was like, what? Alright, nigga.
Because
I didn't like that movie Nine Blocks anyway.
Maybe it was like
I
he was
loved him in
going through
Brown
some
Sugar.
shit, thinking of some shit, and then
No, well, you know, they're all human beings too, so we
Yeah.
all go through our shit. It's not
He
to
might
judge
be
them
having
on.
a bad day.
But at the same
It
time,
happens.
I wouldn't expect them to be so gracious and nice if they're fucking sitting there with their family and you want to walk up to them and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
like if I'm a popular artist and then I'm like really pissed off, I'm having a bad day, and then I gotta go sit at a meet and greet somewhere, and I gotta like sign like probably roughly 500 signatures. I'm not gonna sit there and be thank you very much. I'm gonna be like,
Right, but I'd rather you stay silent because these people are the ones who make you. They build you up. You know, especially your fans.
like I'll
Forget
put
the media.
Like I'll have to fake the funk even though I'm pissed off. But it's like at some point in time, there's probably gonna be
It's
like
part of
somebody's
the
like,
job.
oh, there's gonna be like one fan that's gonna want like more than just a sign. They're gonna be like, oh, can I take a picture? Oh, let me put something for my IG. I'm gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. I'm done. You got your signature. I'm gonna shove this yo-yo up your ass, nigga.
Yo, relax.
Wow.
See? And then that's gonna be portrayed on like, I'm an asshole. I'm a piece of shit for doing that.
A little bit.
I mean,
If I'm a popular artist, it's gonna be a lot of bit. But
Yeah.
I've never been that way with anybody, even on my worst days. When
Neither
I was
have
going
I.
through shit. I remember even when my grandfather passed, and I was doing showcases and stuff. Like I was just so fucking miserable. I still went out there like, oh, he's still alive and still around.
Yeah, like even giving him my 2 weeks notice recently, like I was just like, still, I didn't create no chaos. I was just like completely straightforward, just honest, transparent, so that to see what was gonna, you know, be kind of like thrown back at me. And it ended up working in my favor. Like, you know what I mean? Because I didn't create the chaos. I didn't create this whole mess of what it could have been. And I ended up walking away here today happy as hell. So,
Well, congratulations on that, and wish you luck on your new endeavors.
thank you. I appreciate that. Like,
no, I mean but that's great though. That's the way you're supposed to approach a situation. You're never
Yeah.
supposed to burn a bridge.
never.
You're supposed
I
to
don't
approach it
that,
like
yeah.
Always
you
good terms.
appreciated what was offered to you, where you at, what you were
Yup.
doing, the growth you got, how you're able to move into a bigger spot, better spot. You don't ever sit there and be like, oh, no, that job was shit. Fuck that job.
And I honestly was doing it to create a better situation for the next person. And again, this is not trying to sound holier than thou. It was the truth. I knew how rough it was
Yep.
for me. And I was just like, yo, nobody deserves this. Like, the next person should be, like, needs this right now. This needs this moment. Now, the next person just happened to still be me. But I knew that if things were going to change, I had to say something. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't say something, if you don't speak up, then you are choosing this misery. And pain is inevitable. Suffering is a choice. So, and I don't choose to suffer.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, but sometimes you know you're damned if you do, damned if you don't though. Because if you speak up at work sometimes and you say what you want to say, they'll just fire you and find somebody to replace you. A lot of the times, all of us are expendable.
That's why I
It's-
had another blanket just in
Yeah,
case.
no, of course, just in case that would happen, and it goes to show what your value is. When you can change the tide at your job about how certain things were flowing, you got a huge value in that market.
Yeah.
Like I don't work for my job. My job works for me.
Yep.
And they just don't realize it because anything that they give me, I just reinvested back into all like the music and the promotion. Like I just recently bought 100 yo-yos that I'm gonna give out. It has a QR code.
There you go.
For people, that's be my new business card.
Merch.
That's
Yeah.
a genius thought too. I don't work for my job. My job works for me.
Yeah.
I use the benefits in which my job gives me
Yep.
to
Yep, my
make
job-
more and better.
My job gives me great health insurance. My job pays me pretty well. If I do like overtime, it gives me even greater funds to like do all the things that I want to do. I say
Absolutely.
I'm able to get sequin jackets. That's how I'm able to afford getting crochet pigs done. That's how I'm able to get cameras. That's how I'm able to get signs
Sequin
like this.
dresses.
Yep, get my
Yo, B,
sequin-
this is
sequin
the most.
dresses.
This is the craziest man I've ever met. B, like, I'm telling you, you're gonna get an acting role in a movie one day just because
see
you're
that.
able to. Yep.
I could see
I got
that.
a little mini story about that. Yesterday, I was at work.
Can I drink a shot of SoCo for the story?
Oh, go ahead.
Let's go.
Go ahead. You want something comfrey?
I'm actually starting to feel the hard
Look
seltzer.
at these
no,
two
now
nigga
you
lightweights.
are.
Look
I
at these
didn't
two
felt
fucking
the shit.
lightweights.
Well, then again, I haven't eaten anything all
See, look,
day.
Yo, you
haven't
sound
eaten.
like Rich.
I haven't eaten.
I haven't, but you know you've seen me drink Hennessy, so you know I can throw with the best of them.
I know.
right.
I know you can.
I mean, I won't make the whole interaction too long because it really wasn't. It was like
Who
this guy-
cares? We're just talking
All
our
right.
shit.
All right, so there's this guy I know, like at work. He's a cool dude. He works in like facilities. He's like one of the guys that like fixes shit when the building fucks up, like the elevator fucked up, shit's cracked or broken or anything. Good catch. Shit is broke or anything, you know, he'll be like hi and bye. So recently, as I was telling you, like in the past couple months, I've been getting a little bit more notoriety with the yo-yoing, and one of the more prominent features I got was being on New York Nico. Shout out to New York Nico, by the way, very dope dude.
Yo, you out here doing your shit.
Yep, I'm trying.
I'm
man.
so happy for you. Like, congratulations
No.
on everything.
I appreciate it, man.
Like,
Thank you.
God bless you. Like, seriously, if you believe in God. Like,
I do. There's reasons why I'm here. It's not by myself.
we all
and
have a
stuff.
purpose. We all do. I think it's our divine right to realize what exactly that is.
Yep. Exactly.
Bars.
It is.
And-
It is. It's our divine right.
And because of like him seeing me like on those type of pages, you know, from World Stars to the commercials I've done, and you know all the things I'm having in the future, like he just wants me to see me succeed. He'll like encourage me like, oh, I see your stuff, man, great job, like keep doing your thing, like a little chit chat there. And I was sitting on a post yesterday, just like, damn, what the fuck else can I be doing like right now and stuff. Like I don't know what to do next because it's like there's only so many tricks I know how to do, and it's so many things I could try out. It's like I remember saying like maybe I should try some acting stuff. And I remember him getting off at the elevator at that moment, and he was like, "Yo, I'm going out to lunch. You want anything?" I was like, "No, I'm good, man." It's like you know what, man. I don't know if you ever thought about it, but you should get into acting. I'm like, oh shit, this is like that whole like divine intervention, like something speaking to me to like try it because like I'm doing like these small little like commercials and promotions, and he's like, dude, like you're funny online, like some of the stuff you got. He even brought up him like for that video that we did where you were like cursing us like, yo, that guy's funny too. He should like, yo, y'all should all try to do like some small roles, some indie films, and try to see if you can break into some mainstream
Yo, I
stuff.
could so see you in acting. Like, dead ass.
Yep.
I could definitely because he's not.
I could.
He had no fear of his skin.
And
You don't fear his skin.
you're quirky, eccentric, but you also with it. Like, you still have that that thing. You just have that thing, that sauce. You have
Yo,
that
just
sauce.
Just don't listen to the director that calls himself Gummy and says that the meeting's at 9:00 on a Sunday night in a dark place. Okay, remove your underwear and sign this leave. Don't trust that
bring
guy.
in knee pads.
Trust that guy. He'll think you're great for a role, and then he'll expend you, bro.
No. But I am thinking about it. I'm probably thinking
You
about
should.
commissioning, like, to get some headshots done, like, have some different suits, and then just, you know, probably find a website and look online, like, for some acting roles, some small gigs and stuff,
Yeah.
and then try to build, like, a little
This
portfolio.
nigga be the only nigga in the world about to go do a fucking audition, but he's in the corner
There you go.
yo-yoing.
That's
All
actually
fucking nervous.
where I developed the projection in my voice, musical theater.
Really?
That's where I get the whole project. But then in being a recording artist, you have to learn how to reel it back a little bit. So it's just like I had to find like that medium, that you know, that
Do
safe medium.
you get mad? Do you get mad play because you sing? Like I would just be singing the bitches all day if I could sing. my
You
nigga.
know what? I get play, but I think that
Yo, I would too. That is.
what
I'd be
I
singing
get,
the
no,
bitches all
I'm making
day.
so
I
many
think there's a
chicks wet right
misconception.
now.
No, I'm gonna
Like
give
you tell me,
y'all
like
some-
she
I'ma
be like,
give
my
y'all-
name
no, I'ma
Melissa.
give y'all the-
She
I'ma
be like,
give
my
y'all the
name
real
Melissa.
real
I'd be
right
like,
now.
Melissa.
That's
Let
my
me hear the
problem.
sound, Seda.
I think people are afraid that I'm gonna write a song about them,
Oh.
and that's where the problem lies.
If you write a song about
So
me, just
what,
name drop me,
though?
please.
Because people know that my
Yo, we
scathing.
haven't eaten either.
Yeah. Well, I think that people have heard my scathing songs and they know that I am not.
So let's
You don't
make a
hold
salute
back.
right now. Look, I don't only want to salute to you though.
I wanna salute to us.
I want to salute to us all being here. What's up with Piggy and Gilly?
There you go.
But I want to also salute to the future females and ninjas that we will write songs about. This one's for y'all.
This one's for you.
This one's for
There you
y'all.
go.
I'm drinking clean. Sorry.
That was not bad at all. That went down like water for some reason.
You're a professional drunk, so it always goes out easy.
My nigga.
Talk about
Yo,
it.
bro, I'm gonna tell you something though. Wow, that was really smooth. I did have a conversation with
And
somebody.
tasty.
And the dude was like, yeah, you know, I can't drink with bigger people. I only weigh like 140 pounds, and I can't. My uncles, I'm like, shut the fuck up. I want 55. 15 pounds don't make a difference. You gotta just keep it together, B. Keep
Mental-
it together. It's all a mental status. Don't be stupid. I hate when people drink 10 shots and be like, why I feel sick. You gotta throw water in between. You gotta throw a fucking piece of fruit in between.
guy
You
said
gotta throw
10
your
shots.
Come on,
audible.
man.
Throw an audible to yourself.
Like you
okay.
gotta, yo, you
This
can't-
guy said 10 shots though.
But the 10 shots is a fucking
Let me
lie.
tell you something. Not that I perfected, but I'm pretty good for going for like 2 days straight with no sleep. Like I know how to incorporate food, 20-minute naps.
That's how you get
and-
eyes like that. You get the bug eyes and shit. Like,
Oh, so I'm trying that. I'm trying that. I've always wanted green
My
eyes.
nigga, Ish, you already get killer. You got some eyes on you, you be murdering them, B. You be murdering
Well, I
them.
guess God knew what he was doing. Not to give me
Yo,
green eyes, a voice, and all that.
Well, he knew what he was doing, not to give me a voice neither, motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Right.
He would have gave me
Right?
a
He's like, what else can I give you? I gotta make it
Yo,
hard
my
for you a
nigga,
little
you know
bit.
how much pussy Mark Anthony gets?
Oh my God.
Do
yes.
you guys know he got like his own island next to Puerto Rico where he sniffs coke and fucking flies bitches in and fucks pussy all day?
Yeah, but he also has a lot of money. Not to
Yeah,
say that I
a
don't
lot
have
of
money,
money.
but he has
if I
Mark
got-
Anthony money.
if I can afford the cocaine airplane,
Listen. Just cause he got money, that just means he don't gotta work as hard.
Yeah.
It's still easy play when you a singer and you look good.
he got kids
But
from
yo, you
J-Lo,
gotta think
my
about it, he
nigga.
don't really look too good though. Mark Anthony looks like a skeleton for years.
I look
I
back
think,
in the day.
I think his attraction is more like the
voice,
singing,
the voice.
and his personality
So
is top notch.
So what person? Let's talk about it. We got the Whitney. What other person attractiveness matches their voice? Good question, right? Like I don't find Beyonce too attractive, but her voice, I fucking come
Michael
in my
Jackson?
pants. Michael Jackson is ugly as fuck too.
You don't think Mariah Carey matches her voice?
No,
Especially specifically early Mariah Carey. Her voice was sexy,
Nine-
beautiful.
Nah, but I don't find her attractive though.
She was
Green
different,
Lava?
right?
I don't find her attractive
My
though.
all
Her
fantasy.
fucking- her cheekbones are too high for me, Mariah
Really?
Carey.
People
Yeah, I
pay
don't
to
find her
get those
attractive.
cheekbones.
I know they do surgery.
And
for
those
that
and hers
shit.
are real.
Even dimples.
Even dimple. I
There you
wish I had
go.
dimples. I wish I had dimples.
Me too.
What? Don't
I do
parents
have a
do
dimple.
some dumb shit? Don't
but I
parents
gotta,
like put a bead in the
No.
cheeks
No, that-
of kids or some shit?
No, that's
What?
just this is
I heard
something you're born
parents when
with.
they grow
No,
up, yeah, they like
Look.
they go like this.
nigga, I got them. They nobody, no, my parents.
Ah,
didn't do
right.
that
He
shit.
came looking.
No, I'm
real.
saying parents do that to get dimples in kids. I heard
Probably
they do.
nowadays, not back then. I was just naturally.
Wait,
born
so
with
you've
these
never
dimples,
found
sorry.
Mariah Carey attractive?
I've never found Mariah Carey attractive, but one of my favorite songs in the world, and it's only because my mom dedicated it to me, was like doo doo doo.
Oh,
Always
that's
Be
a
My
great song.
Baby.
No,
So that
that's a great
stuck
song.
with me. That stuck with
That's
me
a
for
great song.
forever. But other than that, Mariah and the only
She
other
was
song,
so attractive in
the
that
only
video.
other song
Yeah.
that really
Honey,
impacts
I love the
me
Honey
with her is the one with Old Dirty Bastard.
Oh,
me and
yeah.
Mariah go back like baby with pacifiers.
How can you watch though if you've ever seen the My All video? How can you not be attracted to her? Whether you're
I don't.
she's beautiful.
I don't know. I didn't.
Not a
I didn't-
chub?
I didn't.
And
I
her
didn't-
voice
I
was
didn't-
like otherworldly to me.
even Beyonce, I don't find attractive. I don't. In that video, Drunk in Love, she's not attractive to me there. She got her ass out. She's in a bathing suit also.
Yeah.
You know what she's attractive to me? In that other song, throw it sideways, smack it, and she's fly as fuck. I'm
But
like,
what
look at
is-
this bitch
what is-
dancing? It's the demeanor,
What's
the
attractive to
person.
you though? Like what's your thing?
All right, just to stand there and sing is not attractive.
Right.
To stand there and sing, that's what Mariah Carey does.
Yeah.
Besides her first songs, she only stood there and sung. That doesn't really, like Whitney used to dance. You know, like
What?
I
Where?
what?
What song
They
she
did the
danced in?
same thing.
Well, I know
Well,
it was
it
like
was
the only
repetitive
dancing song
step.
she did. I think.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. She didn't have like the choreography.
Especially if she had a ballad, it was just her arm.
How about
Mariah's like,
I like
Honey, she danced a little
Yo,
bit.
Mariah got that voice though. Mariah got that power in her voice though. I can't deny
Not
her
not only
power.
power. I think there was like a sexy. There was like you know. I'm gonna tell you what it is about Mariah.
Has
I
she ever
felt
made a
like
sex song ish?
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
gotta
What
hear
I
a
liked
sex song.
about her was I felt like the emotion in the song. I felt her pain. I felt she was misunderstood. She was singing about it, and she wrote those words. So what's there now? And she's beautiful. Like she's beautiful, and she seemed like she was friendly. Like
Yes.
I don't know, there was something about her. I mean, I've
No,
had an
I get
experience
it.
where she seemed like she actually turned out to be a decent human being.
No, I get
So-
it. I totally get it. Just, I guess maybe the generational thing too, where I related to her more as like how my mother gave me that song, rather than finding like there's nothing. She stand outish as fuck. I can't take anything away from Mariah Carey.
And
But-
she doesn't even have to do much.
But I'm saying as far as like Janet Jackson is fucking bad.
But Janet gives you everything.
But
But she doesn't give you vocals.
like I don't find
Yeah.
like I'm trying to think about R&B singers now that I really like. The
Love
only ones I
Janet,
like
though.
is like Snow Allegra. I like.
Oh, I love
Allegra.
Snow
Love
Allegra.
Snow
Oh my
Allegra.
God.
Love
Who
Snow
else?
Allegra.
Seven Streeters.
Love. I just heard her album. Actually,
Streeter?
love that album.
Seven Streeter. You know, like what
Her.
other females?
Her.
like,
Oh my God, her.
Like, but there's no. Like I think about the R&B world and who stand outish, and there's nobody that really. I've been listening to like I said, neo soul. I've been listening
Like the
to
music
like.
soul child.
Who's your neo soul? Who's like?
Who was I listening to
I
earlier?
love music soul child. That's my neo soul.
I love. Actually, I have an arsenal of songs of his that I love.
Yep, his first album,
Awesome.
Just Listen, is one of my. No, I Just Want to Sing. That was a very good one.
That was a good one. I like the second one a lot
Just
too.
Listen.
And
That was the
and-
one that helped.
And the
propel
one
him.
was so beautiful on it. That album is
Oh,
my
on
album.
my radio.
Oh, that is
I met him
album.
when I met him when he did On My Radio, like backstage.
That is my album.
He was touring with Anthony Hamilton and Chrisette Michele at the time. Very
See,
short in person.
I liked Chrisette Michele until she sang for Trump, and I was just like, why did you do this?
She
bro?
actually didn't she release
Did it
something
for
not
a
too
check.
long ago about it?
Yeah, but what are you really mad? Look at what Wayne did.
But I
Wayne
get it.
Wayne was gonna get 10 years in jail, but because he took that picture with Trump, he got exempt.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Can you really be mad for a check?
Come on, call the black guy.
No,
out.
it's
What the
that.
fuck?
No, what I'm saying is the public made like literally expunged
Yeah,
her.
I don't really get mad at people like when Mobb Deep signed to 50 Cent. You know, think about that.
I mean,
50
they
Cent
signed to
this
50
Mobb
Cent
Deep.
too.
You know, I don't really get mad at niggas doing
They
shit for
signed to
checks.
50 Cent too.
What?
Sometimes you
For a
gotta do
little
what you
bit,
gotta
Mace.
Yeah,
do.
Mace did too.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, it's not even got to. It's like,
If there's
who
a better
gives
deal.
a fuck? You feed me? You give me money, you pay me up? No, so my decisions are my own. They're not yours to make, they're my own to make.
Also,
Especially if you already have a
consequences.
legacy behind you, like it is what it is. Like
Like 50
Yo, what
Cent
you
with
guys think about Nick Cannon? Since we talked about Mariah, what you think about Nick Cannon have like 7 different baby moms all in 1 year? He got 4 women pregnant all in 1 year right
I thought
now.
it was like 5 or some shit.
I thought, yo, B,
There's a lot of fucking baby mamas.
like,
she recently responded. To
are
it,
they
too.
all for checks? Are they all for love or just
No,
to?
I think he was being a mess.
But no. But you think he was being a mess? But what if he had these conversations with these women and he said, "Listen, I just want to nurture the world with different types of
Wait,
seeds of mine."
What was that movie with that guy that was having sex with all those lesbians? And Anthony Mackie, he was in a movie where he was paid to have sex with like a bunch of lesbian women.
Give me that job.
I forgot what it's called.
What the fuck movie? What the fuck?
Wait, I'm gonna find that movie. Hold
Nah,
on.
I'll look for it. Go ahead.
It's a movie. It's a movie starring Anthony Mackie, and I guess he was coming through some financial
I'm just gonna
strains,
put
and
Anthony
a woman,
Mackie fucking lesbians.
A woman that he used to date ended up being lesbian, but she wanted a baby from him, and she impregnated her. She
What?
told like all her girlfriends through the grapevine, like yo, because he was like a tall, handsome black man, and
You got a big ass ding dong.
Pretty much.
Got
And
a dick like a horse on
pretty
him.
much. And he was like, pretty much passed around by.
She
like,
hate me?
Yes, she hates me.
You know what I put in the fucking search engine? Here, look. So it's no clout. Anthony Mackie, fucking lesbians.
Because she hates me. And,
Yo, she hates me.
no,
I've heard of that
and
movie,
he
yeah.
He impregnated a bunch of lesbians and that. He got like seeds. Like I think he has like 7 or 8 different women. And
What?
He plants them in. Yeah, it's a crazy ass movie. Watch.
Yo.
She hates me.
Yo, if there's any lesbians that want some kids, my
Ah!
link is in bio.
They didn't want to do it like the in vitro. Like,
Look
all
at
that
it.
shit. They wanted organic. So they hide him.
This nigga covered his whole face.
Don't endorse
There's a montage where he's like fucking all of them at like one time, and you see one go like "fuck me, motherfucker."
Yo, that shit's not as fun as you think, though, man. Like, sex is cool, and then, like, you know, when you look at porn, it's dope, but you remember, they're shooting a scene, 20 minutes, doing a job, right? Like, when you're actually having sex with somebody, or having sex with that many people, it's not like... You need some essential water in that bitch. It's not like you. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not all fun and games, B.
Red Bull, man.
Like yo, son, I be
It's
hating
real
people.
good. You need Red Bull.
I'm gonna take this shit all the way Patreon.
I
be
can
hating
C4 by the
people.
bed.
Yo, B, I hate people that take forever to come. You know,
Oh,
people
yeah.
that take
I-
fucking.
I've
Oh my
had that
God,
one
me
time.
too.
All right, so what's y'all
said me
forever though?
too.
But wait, what's y'all forever though? I'm good for pleasing you for 20, 25 minutes, half an hour.
I think
I'm
a good
for being-
45-minute
I'm good for
session is
I'm good
good.
for that.
I mean,
but yo, it gets murky after an hour and you haven't
does.
came yet.
it starts tasting
That's fucking
different.
crazy to me.
Okay, this the
That's murky.
The 11 o'clock. The
Yeah,
11
that-
o'clock taste was good. Then the 11:20, the 11:45. I was like, my tongue tastes different now.
You guys ever had you guys ever dislocated the jaw from eating so much pussy?
No,
Or whatever.
I can't speak for
I almost
that.
broke my pelvis.
B, I was in a bad What?
Like I was trying to go hard in paint and shit, and it's like I almost felt like my ball socket joint at the side of my hip, like almost crack up. When I was going, I was like, I had to bang in. I was like, oh, like my chakras opened wrong and shit. I was like, wait, hold on, babe, hold on. For like a good minute, and she's like looking at me like, and I like moved around. I was like, okay, I'm good. I think I need a break. I was like, I need a break. All right, let me sit down. Let's just chill for a minute.
Make this shit out.
Yo, I had to chill for a good 5 minutes. Like,
I'm sure.
get my chakras all locked back
I'm
up
sure.
Get this shit out.
I can't.
You're doing like you're doing like this. You're doing this like almost 1,000 times and shit. It's like, yo, what the fuck on that? Like, hurry the fuck out.
Nah, but that's when you
Right.
gotta switch it
I'm
up, nigga.
thrusted out.
Yo, son, you know what I try to do? I try to confuse the pussy. Like, because when you hit it for that long, it gets boring, right? So you try to confuse it. You use the left hand, then you use the right hand, then you just twirl it over a little bit. You put this leg there. You put this leg over here.
See, he's doing like Rubik's
Wow, you
Cube
make
moves.
vagina sound complicated.
He made it like a Rubik's Cube.
No,
and
I
shit,
ain't gonna
like
lie
pushing it
though.
around and
Son,
shit.
I make vagina complicated though. Like I've had women tell me that shit. Like,
You make this shit like math problems.
Why you get all the origami and shit? Like she's like, I look to my right and your kneecap is there, and I'm like, my bad. Like I don't know. I'm in it. Just shut up. Shut up. Just shut up.
Right.
Shut up and let me make a bird.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. I be like, when it takes too long, I tap out though. Lately, because I've gotten older and my father's voice is in
That
my
happens.
head.
That happens.
No, my father's voice is in my head. The nigga said, make it the best 60 seconds of your life.
60 seconds?
So, but when I'm there for 60 minutes,
Okay.
I'm over here like, all right, yo, listen, you got 2 minutes. When I say that shit, it's gone. It's good, right? You motherfucker, you cheated.
Like, have you ever had that instantaneous where it, like you first do it and they just like nut like right there and there, like after like 30 seconds?
Yes.
I've nutted after 30.
But I feel But I feel like it's all a process though, because I don't think intercourse is it's in like I think it's everything should be accounted for.
Yes.
The foreplay, everything.
How's your foreplay?
Oh, it's
You said you don't do
fantastic.
foreplay?
He says foreplay fantastic.
Fantastic. I've had
Oh,
years of
how's that?
practice.
How's your foreplay?
I've had years of practice.
Like,
What's the timestamp on
I'm in my 30s. I'm in my 30s.
do you do the massage? Do you do the like, hey?
I will not
said
give.
it though,
I
bro.
don't give my
Role-playing.
tricks away.
Nah,
I
you
will
said
never
it.
give
You're
my
in your
tricks
30s,
away.
though. You're in your 30s.
What about
No.
needies, man?
What? Is that bad?
What? No, we're in our sexual primes.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
like.
yo, bro, we like all the shit that was bad.
You got a
in the
resume, so we
I
good.
wish I knew. No, seriously, in my 30s, I wish I knew what I knew now in my
of
20s.
course, of course,
I would be a beast
of course. I'd have been
early on.
my
be
nigga.
like
I
this.
would have had a 6-pack from getting so much pussy.
Yeah,
You understand? From that pump effect you were doing. My 6-pack be crazy.
in your 30s,
I would have gotten into porn knowing this shit.
You can
one,
still
you,
do- my
one in
nigga,
your
you
30s,
yo-yo.
you get to the point,
I don't know. I don't want my pelvis to crack.
right?
I
In your
gotta go even
20s,
harder.
you try to like fake the funk. In your 30s, you get to the point, you do what you throw all your tricks out, and that's it. You have a good time. And
See, that's why people get confused though. People get confused whether like you're because you're giving your all, because you're enjoying yourself and you're in it. They get confused that they think that it's them you gave your all to.
hell no.
I gave my
Hell
all.
no.
Fuck out of here.
This is
gave
just
my
what
all
I
to
do. I've
I
just
give my
learned
all
how
to
to
me.
master it. That's it.
It has nothing to do with you.
At
It got nothing
all.
to do with you.
It's all, get mine.
I paid for the
No,
dinner.
get yours,
I'm
but
coming
get
first.
mine.
I paid for this dinner. I'm coming first.
That's how you feel. Now the question is though, after you come, do you finish? Do you finish them after you
I
come?
don't like to come first. Though.
I'm
I
not Mortal
don't.
Kombat here. Like,
You don't like to come first?
I don't. I like to like make sure my job was done.
yeah, that's
It feels good.
I mean, he wants to make sure.
Makes me
They're
feel
good.
good.
They're good,
It
and
adds
then
to
make you feel
the it adds to the sound effects.
This nigga nasty. Straight up. I'm giving him a round of
He's like
applause. Richard's clapping balls.
Like,
But yeah,
because once I'm in that moment, you like, all right, you don't start nothing you can't finish.
oh, absolutely.
oh,
Oh man, absolutely,
100% agree.
absolutely.
If I'm,
That's
if
why you
I'm
never
gonna
fuck
do
drunk
it,
bitches
I'm gonna,
neither.
you know what?
Yeah,
gotta
like you
start
don't start
making-
nothing you can't finish.
In my early years, yeah, it was like a little difficult because I was like trying to figure this shit out. Okay, so okay, why am I feel like I'm gonna nut first? It was like, oh shit, and I was like, fuck.
Nah, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, my nigga. I'll fuck it. I'm a premature ejaculator. If I gotta know, like I can't. I'm not good at spontaneous sex.
Me neither.
You ain't.
I'm
gonna,
not.
I'm not good at like. You
I have to
like,
know what's coming.
I'm great at it.
I got it. Nah.
Great at
You're not
it.
gonna catch me on my greatest moments.
Like
I
it-
see that body, my nigga. Once I see a woman's body,
Yo,
I didn't expect. Like,
I'm
she's
a-
like, you all right?
yo, I've been
Fine.
There's been times I just walk through the park like holding hands and shit, and then like all of a sudden she'll just like stop and try to make out with me. I'm like,
Oh no, that's good. I'll tongue you down to death. That's cool.
I'll turn you down.
Yes.
But
Yo,
then it's
tell me
like, oh
about-
shit, I'm about to
Yo,
like
B.
my shit.
Yo, B, I remember I had this fuck bad chick. Finally had an opportunity after we went to elementary school and everything. Finally had an opportunity to have sex with her.
That's great. That grade school sex be hidden
No,
different.
B, no, we were like 20, but we were like 25. We were like 25
But it's like,
now.
but it's like you know them, like you met them, like
B,
you were like
I-
in kindergarten and shit, and then they're like they're older. You fucking grown now.
I was I felt like the champ for 30 seconds. She was Brazilian and something, Brazilian and like Greek or something. B, I felt like I was like, and I was drunk. Usually when you drunk, you got heady dick, you good, you last forever. No, yo, B, she was so bad. And the first position you want to give me a doggy, I fucking died. I died. My whole body died. Like my whole body. And I tried to play it off. It's just like, oh my back.
Oh, so that's the one. That's the
What?
money shot for you.
What?
The doggy shit.
No
Like,
fuck,
no,
don't
no,
fuck
no,
Gilly
no,
Grant
no,
style
everybody
anything.
has
Depends on
their
your-
thing.
It depends on what your sexual. It depends on where you're most sexual at. Like,
Yeah.
I got my eyes stick to visions and curves and like looks and like I'm a prick. You know why? Because I like the abrasion of a woman's upper lip, how it looks when she's kissing me. Something like that, it just fucking make me cream. I'm a prick like that. Like I am so meticulous on what is attractive to you. Your thigh, your leg, your fucking pinky toe.
Yeah.
Whatever it is
Yeah.
particular to you, that's what I'll home in on. And I'm like a piranha when it comes to the part.
Haha.
But when I'm not prepared for it, like I wasn't prepared for it for that chick. Yo, B, it was one of the most embarrassing times in my life to drive home at 9 in the morning because we had an all-nighter and I slept over and I would drive 9 in the morning and my dick was mad. He was like, usually you think he'd be happy, But I guess I was mad at him. I was trying to argue with my dick. I was like, yo, B, how'd you do this to me? He goes, B, we did the job. We did the job, we left. Like, what are you mad at? I'm like, yeah, man, nigga, you embarrassed me, though. And he's like, it's your fault. You shouldn't have came in with me hot. You should have unloaded me last night, and you would have been good. My nigga, yo, it was an hour and 45-minute ride home with no music.
Where you going,
Just me and the
Pennsylvania?
dick talking.
Where you at, Pennsylvania?
Because you felt the energy. You knew something was not right.
No. She was. Well, I think she was. I was just ill prepared. I was just completely ill prepared for. I never expect to get pussy. I swear to God, any pussy that I've ever gotten in my life, and that's word is bond. All y'all women can fucking jump in the comments to agree. Has been lucky pussy. I have never.
Same thing.
Really?
I get.
Yep.
Yo, B, it's weird. It's very rare I pursue. Unless it's something that I've had before, maybe, then, you could. But nah, brand new women, it's
fun to, you could be like flirtatious
I like
and
being
stuff.
pursued.
Oh.
I like when bad bitches like me.
I get it.
When a bad bitch like me and give me that open door.
You like the
fucking
confirmation
with
of
Yes.
it all.
I fucking with it.
Like, I want to know I can make my move.
The
Yeah.
sex for me, just like the wedding for me is the actual party. The wedding for me is the party before the wedding. The sex for me is the party before the sex. Once we got in bed, we there. But before we got there, all that other shit is amazing to me. The chemistry, the talking, the touching, the kissing, the loving, the nasty shit. What you want to do. That shit's the sex for me.
Yeah.
Once we in it.
You like the certainty of it all.
Oh, man. I'm very particular on it. Like, that's why I try to be like, luckily, I'm only 32 and I found my honesty now. But I'm trying to be honest with myself with everything that I like and I don't like. Yeah.
It's important.
Unfortunately, I like to be pleasured and I like the way I get pleased by certain individuals. But at the same time, I may not feel the same way about the individual. This is what you got to be honest with. B, it's Picasso's bait. My niggas, what's up with Kid Piggy and Gilly? That's what we do. Like, come on. But, yo, this is what you got to be honest with. I like what you do. I just may not like you.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? These are truths that if more people would be honest with that fact, we'd be able to live cool, calm, and collective in a certain nature.
Because of fucking expectations. That's what it
you
is.
expect to be with somebody for forever because they fucked you.
Right. But when you're honest about it, and even if you might sound like a dick for layman's terms, like, it's not your fault anymore. Because if you were straight up about it, like so straight up, that it's just like you can't even confuse what it is that he's saying, and then you choose to do what you were about to do, then it ain't their fault.
It's your decision.
Because you were straight up.
Yep.
Straight up. And that's it. And people will be a lot less hurt, a lot more happy that way.
And for you people that don't know how to let go, let go.
Let go.
Let go.
Don't be that
If the
fucking-
shit don't work,
Let go.
let
Don't
go.
worry.
Let
There's a
go.
difference between lust and love.
Let go.
All right, so
Completely.
all right, so we
Yeah, walk
we
him
went
out.
to some whole.
Walk
That's
out.
fine.
You got anything coming up, man?
I do.
October, I gotta let that be known. Gotta
I
give you some
do.
club. We
I
can
do.
talk-
Give me an ad.
No,
What you
all
got
right.
next?
What's your
And I'm
what you got
playing the
coming
music.
October, November,
October,
December?
I can't give you the actual date yet. I want to make that more like interactive and I want to like
Surprise.
yeah.
You're not
Because I
that
feel like I've
special.
already given.
You just say you're not that special.
Yeah, no,
not that special,
actually,
right?
this has been one
You
of
can
my
tell us off camera.
favorites. No, this is great.
He's gonna tell us off camera.
I told you what I do off camera.
Yeah, no,
I can't wait for that shit.
I know what you be doing off camera. Look at his face.
No, but I have an album coming out in
Awesome.
January. I'm not gonna give you the date either.
2022.
It's in January and it's in 2022.
I'm giving you just a 5th single before I give you 13 tracks.
Which will be heat.
Yeah.
Would there be a music video for any of that?
I'm probably gonna work on that. Yeah. I feel like the next single should get one because it's such an important song. I think that.
Are you ready to take your clothes off for heat?
I did. It's not that
I don't mind being the narrator and watching.
This nigga. But you know what? That works out
What
great
cast
though.
and culture you set it up?
Nah, that looks awesome.
Ain't no casting couch. It's just who doesn't like porn.
I saw that image just now too. I was just like, yeah, I can see him
Right?
singing
Like,
over some shit.
I don't mind being the narrator, coming back to my black shots as you see the
Yep.
the silhouettes
Yep,
and,
yep,
the,
yep,
and the
yep.
action happening.
Yep.
And
yep.
what's-
And all
and
the
a-
innuendos.
And
Yep.
it's videos like concepts like that break the fucking algorithms and trending
Break
on
barriers,
like YouTube
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm gonna call my album "The Voice of an Enigma," and to be an enigma, you have to be mystifying and somebody who isn't like
Nobody knows what you are.
completely figured out.
Yeah.
Like a Lucis Natural.
Like it's just somebody who's just a little bit more like just
can't be
not
figured out.
aloof.
No, you can't be figured out.
You
That's an
can't be
enigma.
figured out.
That's
It's a
me.
person who's misunderstood, but
The Riddler.
maybe, but maybe not.
His name was
I think
Mr. Enigma though, for a
There
reason.
you go.
Yeah,
That's why I call my last album.
I like the whole vibe of an enigma because I've always felt like an enigma because people always think they know me, but they really, really don't. And it's in conversations like this that you get to truly like even like know what's going on in my mind. Like, you know what I mean? Because I don't normally just like naturally just give it all away. Like
That's why I call my last album Lucis Natural. It's pretty much like an elephant man. Like I'm an unknown.
There you go.
Like because it means freak of nature.
there you go.
And it's like I always consider myself like completely different and like
Yeah.
not made for like this
Like-
type of environment. That I felt like I was in a forest, like in my mind, like naked with a crochet pig. Like it was like a whole dream sequence that I evolved the album around. And the next one is gonna be
There you go.
I'll show you the album cover. After
Yeah, there
here.
you go.
It's
Yeah.
fucking. It's like a circus theme thing.
Ooh.
It's gonna be freaking dope.
Yeah, like I don't know, like something about the enigma just like interests me because I just feel like I haven't figured out who I am. I feel like I'm still learning so many different layers. There's so many different things about me that I'm still finding out. So it's just like, how can I tell you
If I don't know.
if I don't fully know? Like I don't feel like I fully gotten to know what's up.
Yo, shit, yo,
I know who I am to this day, but I
know
feel
what's
like
up?
there may be some things that happen along the way that I may want to try.
Reanalyze, right?
Or I don't know. We'll
What's the
get
enigma?
there when we get there. Like
What's the enigma?
I don't know. Again, I don't like expectations. I take that out of my life. Like because expectations lead to disappointments. So I'm just open for whatever it feels right. That's it.
That's a beautiful way we end this. Welcome out,
Yeah.
Picasso.
I don't know. I thank you all
Yeah.
for watching. Shout out to Seda.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, look-
Thank y'all for having me. Like,
Of course.
I feel like it's been a long time coming. It feels
When
great.
you come out with your project, you come back up here.
Let's go.
Yeah, you come
Let's
out with your
go.
project,
And I'll
come
give
back
you a
up.
behind the lyrics segment, all that.
Again, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this video.
Seda Sounds everywhere.
Seda Sounds, follow him at Seda Sounds.
There you go.
SEDA Sounds.
Everything there.
Boy G out of character
Holla.
with the niece.
Holla.
He's rocking with Nino over there.
Cheers.
With the White Club. Have a good night, everybody.
Ha!
I gotta pee.
On that
I remember we used to be a part of each other's dream. Now that dream has shattered, shattered, shattered. I thought we were inseparable. Together against the world. I know it's not over. We had no closure. We never said goodbye. Can we start over? We had no closure. What if we tried one more time? Or was it all an illusion? Was it all in my